Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are perch fishing, and we are perch fishing one way. We are all out Texas rig, and that is because I want to catch one big one. I feel like I haven't really kicked off my autumn winter campaign yet. Most of the perch I've caught have been relatively small. I've had some half decent ones but nothing big. So target is 40 centimetres. If we can get there or thereabouts, I'll be quite content, because it's still early and my perch fish has not really started yet. So if we start it with a good one around the 40 centimetre mark, it sets up well for the rest of the winter. So yeah, we're gonna Texas rig, bounce along the bottom, try and find a few bites, and hopefully bump into a big one along the way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, perch, I reckon. I think it's huge. To lip it. That's not bad. There we go. Oh, thank God for that. Well, it has not been easy. We've covered pretty much the whole lake, and that is my first, well, not my first bite, I missed a bite earlier, my first fish. Lovely mint condition perch, not the real big ones we're after, but not a bad size. And hopefully we stumble across a few now. It's got some little tiny lice all over it, which is interesting. But yeah, we'll get back and have another few chucks to spot, and see if we can winkle out another one. No one. Small. Cheers, mate. Ooh. I won't bother getting the camera out for this one. Wasper. That must have been those bites I've got just now. Little ones like that. He's covered in little lice or mites or something as well. Odd. There we go. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this is a better one. This is the perch, it's quite a good one, I think. Be a perch, don't be a pike. Oh, here's a perch. It's not a monster. It's a decent one though. Yeah, it's a good one. Yes, I'll take that. Actually, that's quite a nice one. Now look at that. Yeah, he's bigger than I thought. I think we've just been spoilt recently, haven't we? Like, that's quite a big fish. Well, there we go. We're getting closer to the target. It's not quite a 40. I think it went 35 on the measure very quickly. But it's, again, lovely conditioned fish. Really, as they all are in here, super bright red fins. And I'm very pleased with that. It's been a tough day. So getting a few bites now has made me feel a hell of a lot better about coming out. So let's see if we can tick that 40 off. Okay, now we've caught a few fish, I figured I'd stop for a minute and show you the setup I'm using. Now, for a lot of you who have watched some of my videos, this will be absolutely nothing new, and just sort of humour me and humour the guys that don't watch the videos regularly or don't do a lot of Texas rig fishing. So I've got my St. Croix, there you go, St. Croix Victory. This is the 6'8" medium power extra fast action. It is casting rating, well, in ounces it's 3/16 to 5/8. In grams that works to about 7 to 17, I think, but don't absolutely quote me on that. The reason I like my Victory is it's got plenty of backbone in this bottom section, which gives you the leverage you need to A, to set the hook, and B, to play the fish. Reel is relatively immaterial as long as it's got a decent drag, but I'm using an Abu Superior 2500 It's a shallow spool version. Braid wise, I've got the, I think it's 15 pound Berkeley sick braid. I've just stepped that up recently. I've been using the sort of 9 or 11 pound, but going into winter when I'm doing a lot more sort of heavy Texas rig fishing in rivers with a bit of run on or sort of heavy cover areas, I step it up. So I've just stepped up to 15 pound. Rig end, I've got fluorocarbon about, I don't know, 2 foot, 10 pound fluorocarbon. It might sound quite a lot, but honestly, you need it because you need to really drive home the hooks, so it's quite important to be quite strong. And then a running Texas rig. I don't peg my Texas rig. Some people do. I just prefer not to. So weight obviously depends on where you're fishing. Today I've been using a 5 gram for most of it. I have dabbled between a 3.5 and a 7. If I ever had the choice, I would always use tungsten, but a lot of places I fish are very snaggy and tungsten is expensive, so I do tend to use lead in those sort of scenarios. And then a bead. The bead is twofold uses for me. A, it buffers against your knot, so stops your lead hitting against it. B, I'm trying to get it nice and close so you can hear it. Hold on, hear that? Let's try next to the GoPro. You get that clicking noise. Now, I think that is really, really important. What you're trying to imitate when you're fishing a Texas rig is some sort of crustacean or creature on the bottom. In the case here, it's American signal crayfish, and that click is meant to, whether it does or not, imitate their claws clicking, basically, or the fish moving the shell, clacking against each other, and it just alerts the perch that there's something there to be eaten. On the hook, I am using, this is a Guggen Baits Junior Kraken Craw, and I don't know the colour. I think it's California Craw, but it's basically green with a load of blue flake. And then this is a Gamakatsu EWG offset hook, wide gap. I think it's in a 2.0, maybe 3.0, I'm not sure. Yeah, and that's it. That's as simple as it needs to be. Like I said, the setup is important, especially the rod when you're Texas rig fishing, because you need that power to drive home the hooks. You know, when you're Texas rig fishing, generally you're fishing with quite large hooks. You know, a 2.0 hook is quite a heavy gauge. You need something with a bit of whack to really drive the hook home. You know, I don't need a 17 gram rod for the casting weight. As you can see, there's nothing like 17 grams there, and I don't need the power to really play the fish. It's just for that hook set and for whacking them out quite a way. You're trying to cover as much area as possible most of the time, so having a slightly heavier rod with a little bit of an upgraded casting rating really tends to help. Yeah, so that's that. Hopefully that makes sense. We've had a few fish now, not got our 40 centimetre target yet, but it's, you know, just potluck. Catch fish, hopefully you get the big one. You can't really select them. So we'll crack on now and see if we can get a few more. Yeah. Oh. It's only small. Right at distance, that one, right? Dee, 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 dee. Very small. Let go, please. Oh, it's a pale one. Maybe one more cast after this one.
Down very soon anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
I wonder what this place fishing like.
Dunno, I've never... Perch fishing this time of year has never been great for me at night. Summer, top water fishing at night has been brilliant. Honestly.
Aren't crayfish nocturnal?
Well, yeah, but does it matter when it's this deep, like they get access to deep water? I don't know. I don't think it makes much difference. I'd be interested to, well, would I be interested to try it? I'd be interested for someone else to try it and tell me all about it. I know I can't be bothered.
I'd like being like out in the wilderness and
Yeah. I've myself up a few times. I've been like night fishing for eels and things like that on my own somewhere, like middle of nowhere. I remember once I was fishing for eels it was a club lake, so like I knew the lake, but it's like in the bottom of an old clay pit, so it's really dark at night. Like you've no like artificial light at all, so you've only got whatever starlight and moonlight. And it was a really like overcast night, so it was pitch black. And got the rods out. I was laying down in my bivvy. Well, I used to fish with open fronted brolly, so open fronted so I could see the rods if they went. Laying on my bed chair, I thought I'd watch a film. I've gone on Netflix, and I don't know what possessed. I couldn't even remember what film was now, but I don't know what possessed me to do it. But I picked a horror film.
Oh, why would you?
I don't know. But I remember getting about 25 minutes into it, thinking, "What the hell have I done?" And it wasn't just like a I don't know, like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like a Ripper film. Yeah. It was like witches in the woods murdering people, and I was like, "This is insane. What have I done here?" So I turned it off, and I think I put like Family Guy on repeat to try and get my mind off of it.
I think the thing is though, when it's already got in your mind, that's it.
Oh yeah, that's it. And then every noise you hear, you're thinking about it. But yeah, I've done a lot of nights where I've freaked myself out, 100%. I imagine this is quite freaky here at night, actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's just nothing.
Yeah. All right, I think this is my last cast. Let's see if we can get one. I doubt it, like.
I think at this time anyway, as soon as that starts to go dark, I think they just turn off.
Yeah, I think I agree, yeah. Is a bite enough for you to have another cast? If you had a last cast, yeah. It's enough for you to have another go? I don't know if it is for me. I suppose it would be for you today, like.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Right, my last cast.
I can't remember the last time I caught on a last cast.
I've never caught on the last cast.
Are you not?
I think I already told you about it, but there was a TikTok I watched not so long ago.
Yeah, you said about it the other day, yeah. That tricking them.
Say it to your last cast,
yeah.
And then have 5 more casts.
Yeah.
I think I'll be more devastated if I got a bite on my last cast.
Well, it doesn't look like I'm getting a bite on my last cast. Nope. No. Okay, that's today's video done. Not a total disaster. I had 4 fish, one of them 35, 36. So not the 40 centimetres we was after, but pretty close. So we'll have to keep striving for that in future videos and see if we can get the winter season truly kicked off. As we speak, the rivers are currently about 75 metres above their banks, but they should recover pretty quickly. And it's getting to that time of year when the perch should start shoaling up and makes them a bit easier to catch. So fingers crossed that happens sooner rather than later. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.